speak.
The power of speak.
So,
Hello.
congratulations, you guys are actually being up at 2 a.m. in the morning.
I mean, we're night owls.
I've noticed in some sets you haven't really been dancing in them. I mean, there's some where you've been characters that don't really do much.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wondering if you were gonna come back to dancing with the group or just staying as those characters.
That's actually a really good question, and I should definitely explain that. So I made the tough decision to step back as a dancer and take on more of the administrative responsibilities. I know, it's super sad, trust me. I try to keep up with these guys, but trust me, they are light years ahead. But they are just so amazing, and I just can't walk away from core. When you have something that you love, you just want to build it and take care of it, and that's what I do. So I asked Kayla and Sonali, I think it was it last year before? I don't even know what year we're on anymore. We're gonna go with last year, I think. And I said, hey, I want to come back, but I can't dance all the time. I live kind of far from our rehearsal space, and because I'm working my 9-to-5 job, it was just a little hard for me to commit that time every week, and to also be physically like exhausted at work. So I made that kind of hard call to step back. And then it actually became a weird coincidence that I was able to be on stage, because I really wasn't planning on doing that at all. And then we started working on Across the Multiverse, and we had this Yuko character who was going to narrate, like host the show and give it storyline to tie everything together. And so we were all planning for this, everything, and then our original Yuko fell through. And when that happens on core, because that always happens on core, because things just perpetually happen to us, I was like, well, I do know the show. I could do it. So I ended up on stage, kind of accident, but also the universe makes things happen as it needs to. So I did my research on Yuko, watched all the shows, and was able to hop on stage next to my dancers, which was amazing because I didn't think I was going to get that again. So that's kind of been where I've been. And even when we did Plus Ultra, I was still Aizawa, but you know, your teacher takes care of the class. We put the class on stage, we make sure they get to their exams, hopefully they all make it out alive, and then you bring them home to parents who are mad at you for doing all of the above. But it's fine. So I was Aizawa behind the stage, and you know, I dressed up and cosplayed with them, so we had our full class with our teacher, but I didn't get to hop on stage for that one, and that was totally cool. There may have been an instance where I might have been on stage at one point, but then we didn't. It's really cool because if we need a character who just pops up to be a comedic point or a narrator or something like that, I can hop in and we don't lose a dancer to having to get stressed by another costume change. So I kind of see myself as like a little auxiliary potential performer, but really I hang in the back, the cool kids, usually with the camera.
You have your standing point where you start off with being in the dance group, dancing with them, and then you get to a certain point where you're like, I have all this stuff to do, so I can't be there all the time, but I can still be there. So you go down a bit, but there will be a point where it'll just skyrocket back up and you can join back in, and
exactly,
it'll be awesome to see.
I hope it will be. I know that if in order for that to happen, I have to train myself to work hard and catch up on all the amazing dancing that these dancers have done, because I literally, when they were building Across the Multiverse, I remember coming in and you know, we read the script and we showed everyone what the concept was, and then I saw them do some bits of it, and then I left, and then I came back. I try to come to rehearsal like every other week, every 3 weeks. And every time I came back, they were miles ahead from where they were the last time. I had to learn part of Closer, and we modified it because I was in heels, and she was still tired. Yikes. So if and when I make a return to the stage in full, it's going to take a lot of conditioning and a lot of practice and catching up. But that would be a fun thing to do. I have not ruled it out because age does not matter.
No, it doesn't. Never rule out the possibility of coming back.
Exactly. See, I love that attitude. Michelle, you're the greatest. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that question. I hope that like sheds some light on who I am and what goes on. Oh, yes, bright lights. I love it.
Oh, hang on.
Oh. Yes, prepared. I love it. Oh.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Okay. I saw something about question. Hold on, wait, let me check the chat. Oh, okay. Azawa is the best worst dad. Just, I'm gonna fully agree. Okay, Kayla has her hand actually raised. That is so cute. I can't.
Because we're hosts, and for the whole time I was trying to look for a raise the hand thing, but we don't have one because we're co-hosts.
Oh,
So
a handicap.
No. So my question for you, Nifa, is
yes.
You have to be behind the camera a lot, and there are a lot of times when we're editing videos and we just kind of hear you either encourage or kind of make fun comments for our freestyles and stuff. One of those happened at ALA during our freestyle. Can you kind of like tell us about that, what it's like being behind the camera, kind of knowing but not knowing that we are recording your every thought?
Oh, yes, you got me. So every time we go into that, I tell myself, watch what you say because you are behind the camera. Going to be fully candid right now. She forgets every time. Every time. And it's hard because when I first got behind the camera, like way back in the day, I never thought about that. And I was still learning how to direct dancers and how to create the vision that is the aesthetic that we have. And, you know, you have to learn how to do those things. So if I have to learn how to get what I want from the dancers, it also means the dancers have to learn how to take direction. And we try to give them notes ahead of time, like this means back up, this means come forward, this means stop, this means like drag it out, extend it, this means please stop, like go on to the next person. There's only so much music that we have. And not everyone sees those cues. Not everyone catches them. So every now and then I'm like, come forward, come forward. No? Okay, we're gonna dance there? Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. Live your whole life there. Normally this dialogue goes on in my head, but for some reason, whenever there's a camera on, I can't help but verbalize it. So you'll hear me, we have the Boku no Hero freestyle where they're in the hallway, and every time on that one, I'm trying to get people to hit certain spots so that when Kayla goes back and edits it, we have multiple people dancing in those areas. And it's not just like everyone charging the camera, and it's not just everyone at the back or at the front of the freestyle line. So you can actually see motion and travel. And so I'm trying really hard, not to get my hands, like the camera's right here. I'm trying not to get my hands in shot. And I'm trying to direct like this, but people are just hype and they're in the music and they're going. And then next thing you know, they're just stopped in one spot and they're just living their best life. And I'm like, okay, come forward. Okay, come forward now. Okay, great jump, but like come forward. No, okay, too forward, too forward. Okay, Rio, you're on the floor. Rio, we can't see that. Rio, that was a lovely kip up, but you need to be like 5 feet. Okay, she's done. Next, yes, good, come into frame. Like, so those are things that happen. Oh, I'm sorry, Rio. I thought it was a pretty kip up. We were all in the moment, but it's little things like that. And sometimes I just completely forget that I'm on the camera. It's because we get the edited version and I'm just like, wow, this is so great. And then Kayla shows a behind the scenes clip and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my voice. That's my voice. It's worse when she slows it down because then the reaction is in my voice. Oh, I do not sound good as a bass, y'all. Oh no, she is a soprano, alto. She is not a bass. It's all that. But yes, it's a mess. You failed after Jason did his natural one. Oh, Rio, you were really hype and you were really going for it. I just really needed you to be 4 feet back. That's all. Because she went down to do her kip ups, like, if this is frame, right? She's coming up, she's coming, and then she just disappears. And then she pops back up. And I was like, that was great. It just was invisible. You did a little Hagakure impersonation there. And that was good. That was good. That was good. So it's fun. It's fun. It's what happens. And if and when we release that footage, I apologize in advance for my running commentary. I can't help it. I can't help it. Oh my goodness. You were floating. Yes, Rio. Let's go with that. Let's go with you were floating. Okay, Little, I think you had a question next.
I do, yes.
Yay!
So the directors and CEO have a Facebook group that we are constantly chatting in, like literally every day. I don't think I go a day without us talking. Yeah. But I wanted to ask you to share what kind of your immediate goals for core are after we kind of reach that normalcy again after quarantine. Like, what is the first thing that you kind of want us to do as a logistics director?
As a logistics director, I really want to get the word out to our convention community and our comrades that, like, we're still here and we're going to find a way to do this. And in my brain, that means a cool social marketing campaign. And it means talking to all of the conventions that we normally perform at. And even if they don't know what their plan is yet, or they don't know if they can bring us back yet, because let's be real, post-COVID is going to be hard, y'all, when we get there. It means reaching out to them and seeing what we can do to recreate the community feeling that we've lost because we haven't had convention season this year. I mean, we had like one convention at the beginning of the year, and then we had, you know, the tiny ones at the tail end of last year. So a lot of people just feel really disconnected and isolated, and I'm sure the conventions feel like their staff and their community builders really just feel frazzled and frenetic right now. And I would love, when we have some sense of normalcy, whatever the new normal is, to be able to say, hey, as a community, we're still here and CORE still cares about this community. So we'll do, I pitched a video idea already, but I'm not going to spoil that here. And you guys didn't get to that in the Core of Core panel. Ha, ha, ha. You forgot to ask about stuff we might be doing in the future. So now it's still a secret. Yeah, that happened. So I don't know. I just felt like we needed a good song break. And yeah, I really just want to reach back out and tell the community we're still here. Things are okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be weird, but it's going to be okay. At least now masks will be just perfectly normal with every cosplay. Everyone will have a nurse or doctor version of their character. I'm just saying, it's going to work out. We're going to have great group pictures. They're going to be really wide and need a fish lens, but it's going to be great. Yeah. Oh, brother, I see you have a question. That scares me.
It's not bad.
Oh, okay. It's just I put you through YeetCon earlier, so.
Let's try this.
He has options.
That works. So my question for you is, you got to wear the elegant Yugo first stage, and it was wonderful and it was amazing, all of the things. But what is your dream cosplay for core and personally?
Oh my gosh. My dream cosplay for core and personally. Wow. Somebody else got this question earlier and I thought it was really good and I forgot to think about it if I ever had to answer that question. So now here we are. Thanks, brother. My personal dream cosplay, I've already technically worn. It's human Luna or Princess Kaguya from Sailor Moon. I have my own, very own cosplay senpai. She's a dear friend, Kaori Smash. Follow her on Insta. But she brought her Princess Kaguya human Luna cosplay all the way from Australia to Anime Expo here in LA, including the wig and all the accessories. She brought all of it and let me wear it. Now, granted, I chose the day when it was 112 degrees out, something like that, to wear a full wig and then a layered dress. But it was fine. I just asked her permission if I could like pin the back open so it was a backless dress, so that I wasn't dying under all that hair. But after wearing my dream cosplay, and then like I cleaned it and gave it back, I was like, can you help me make this? Because I want this in my closet to have to be whenever I want. It's honestly my favorite costume design from Sailor Moon ever, including Sailor Galaxia. But that's that. And that actually kind of segues into my dream cosplay for core. If we ever did a full out Sailor Moon musical and brought in like the Sailor Starlights and all of the gems and everything, I'd be fighting really hard to get Galaxia on that roster because she would wear the gold armor. And like there's like this like weird orangey gold wig curl situation hair thing that I don't know how I would feel about, but Galaxia is my favorite Sailor Scout, so so since Koki wants to dress up as a boy Sailor Scout, I feel like we have room. Just gonna throw that out there. It took me a while to get Oron on stage, y'all, so I have to pitch it now because who knows how long it's gonna take. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yes. Thank you, brother. And thank you for being so good about YeetCon earlier. Alrighty. It looks like Herbs has a question. I don't know how to give her the power of speech. How do I refill this?
So my question is, dun dun dun, just kidding, it's not bad. Who is your favorite Animal Crossing character and what character would you want to cosplay as?
Oh my gosh, I have so many. I'm new to Animal Crossing, but I already have favorites. My first favorite is this cute eagle villager. Her name's Celia.
Okay.
And she's very sweet and very cute, and she's a white eagle, and she has like a pink and green outfit, and it's really cute. And I normally don't like those colors together, but she makes them work. But I really like her because my mom's name is Cecilia, so Celia, it just reminded me of that. And you know how they give you little chats that they have with you? One of the first chats she had with me was, oh, I should call my mom and dad today. And it was just really sweet to me. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to keep you. You never leave.
Ever.
So she's on my island and she's staying. She tried to leave once and we had it was the thing, but she's staying. And then my other favorite is Opal. She's this cute little turquoise elephant. She's great. And she wears this cute little crop top, like black t-shirt that's tied, and she's just kind of sassy. I really like the snooty characters also, I'm realizing. I really like the snoots. They're really fun.
I like all the sporty ones. I don't know why.
That's kind of cute though.
Yeah, like literally all my villagers were sporty at one point. I'm like, I have to fix this. Now they're just talking about working out 24/7.
I couldn't handle all the workout ones. Like it was just really intense. They were all like, I just want to work out and lift and do sit-ups and crunches. And I was like, wow, like first of all, this isn't Lauren's Island. And second of all, like I'm tired just talking about it. You know, have you seen Lauren's guns? Y'all, just saying. But my other, there was one other fave that I just like protect at all costs. Oh, I got Elvis the lion, and I'm really excited because he's so cute. He doesn't make sense with any of the other villagers I have, but he's just so cute, and he walks around wearing like a royal robe and stuff, and he does like the Elvis impersonation. It's beautiful. Little, you're not on Animal Crossing yet. I need you to get on the island, your island, and do the thing. It will be beautiful. But yes, I think those are my top 3 so far. I'm trying to get rid of one right now so that I can get a cat villager.
I only have one cat on my island, and that's a problem. I know.
I don't have any cats yet. I want.
I only
you
have
got Kabuki?
I have Kit Kat because I had the amiibo card, and that was the only reason why.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
haven't run any cats.
Brother got the one I want. I want Kabuki. He looks cray.
He's cute.
Also, fun fact about me, I madly love cats and I behave like a cat. I am alert. Thank you, darling. My dear darling husband says I am a cat. Thank you for that. I'm allergic to cats. I can't be around cats. It is the most frustrating thing ever. there's actually a theory that I was a cat in a past life and I'm now allergic so that I don't try to get too close to my past life friends. I kind of buy it. A little bit. But yes, oh man, right when I started talking about cats and stuff, Rio raised her hand, which kind of scares me. But yeah, thanks, Herbs. Rio.
Mine's a fun one.
Oh, yay, okay. I'm ready.
So for core, we've talked about each other's like quirks, like what quirks we would want, quirks we would really have, and the most useless quirks that we would have, like depending on what characteristics we have. Like we kind of talked about different ones, so I just wanted to hear from you. And yeah.
Okay, so like a realistic quirk I would have, and then a useless quirk I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And also what you would really want though, like your ideal quirk, I guess.
An ideal quirk?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So 3.
That's a lot of power.
Mm-hmm.
An ideal quirk? Okay, I have all these ideas. So a realistic quirk for me would be something to do with controlling time. Not like time traveling, but like affecting time in my direct vicinity. So like just whatever
time,
kind of like freezing time or slowing it down enough to where I could be like, okay, what is actually going on right now, and how do I fix it before we get to like mission critical? Yeah. So it would just be like to slow everything down and be like, okay, wait, I need a plan. Hold on, I have to plan for this, and give myself time to plan so that I could react to everything and nothing would be a surprise that would scare me. Also, it would stop people from scaring me. People like scaring me. I don't, Kayla, looking at you. But yes, so that would be helpful because then I could be like, oh, there might be someone scary in here. Let's just slow it down.
Kayla frozen?
My powers are working. Let's see. A quirk I would like super want though would be to, oh man, a quirk I would super want would be to to never have to sleep. Like if I could just blink and feel rested by blinking, that would be amazing. No, brother, hear me out. Oh my gosh, he's angry now. Oh no.
Why?
Because I said I wouldn't sleep. No. But it would be like I could
Why
get
is he mad?
Because I don't sleep. I know, right?
Oh yeah.
I know. But I would try to get a quirk or I would really want a quirk where I could get a full night's rest by just blinking. So like if I could just blink for like 10 seconds and get a full night of rest, physically and mentally. Oh no, he raised his hand again. And then feel like I just woke up from a full night of sleep. Do you know how much time I would have in a day?
I know, right? Yes.
I don't need surround sound on his disapproval. I can hear it. Like
we can do this for both international and domestic comrades.
Exactly. And my useless quirk would be
24 hours.
Oh, man, useless quirk. I would want to be instantly good at video games. But not like pro gamer good to where you're getting like paid to play, but just good enough that I could talk trash when I'm playing video games the first time I like play them, because it takes a while for me to get good at games. So I'm a get good noob. So yes. Aw. Thanks, brother.
I'm curious too.
I think NJ was next though, but yeah, thank you. Wifey?
Hello,
you're awake.
Yes, I'm working on stuff.
Oh my gosh. Is Nova asleep?
Yeah, she usually wakes up around 4 a.m., so I usually stay awake until she wakes up so I can put her back to sleep.
Oh my gosh, guys, let's give it up for him. That amazing.
Yeah. But my question is because I love you and us together so much, what is one thing that you have learned from Des, and what is one thing you have taught Des?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to think about the what I've taught him because I don't know what's stuck. But
I'm perfect already.
Okay.
Stop being a Leo.
Thank you. He's Leoing really hard right now because the camera's on me, not him. This is difficult, y'all. We're gonna make it through though. So I think something I've learned is to be, I don't know how to explain this, but it's to kind of figure out my emotions more clearly. Like instead of going with a knee-jerk reaction to things, he's really taught me how to kind of pause after something happens and then go, how do you really feel? Because prior to us being together for so long, I was very hot-headed, very in my temper. Like, I'm a Filipino woman. She gets angry very easily. And I just would always react to things right away. And then afterwards I'd be like, oh, I didn't really mean that. I think I could have handled that better. So he's really helped me handle things better from the first try instead of from the potentially second, third, or fourth. So that's something I have learned. I like to think I have taught him. Oh, this is so good. I haven't thought of what have I taught you? Don't pause so long.
No, well, like, sort of the reverse of that is because I'm far too analytical and almost cold-blooded at times. You taught me the value of, leaning into your emotions, which is important.
I taught Des emotions.
Yeah.
I taught the actor emotions. Guys, I think that means I win. I win.
You win.
Thank you for that. He just said I win. You all heard
She taught me how
that.
to accept loss gracefully.
Because you lose a lot.
There we go.
There we go. Yay. Yeah. Your cat is coughing up a hairball. I'm so sorry. Is he or she, are they okay? Yikes. Okay. Sorry, that was a really good question though, NJ. Thank you. I miss you and I miss Nova. Oh, baby. Okay, I don't want to. Oh, baby monitor Nova. Oh, look at that little leg. Oh, she's so cute. Guys, Nova is the cutest little one. I can't. Okay, I'm scared of Brother's next question. So we're going to hop to Cal because Cal hasn't asked a question yet. Commence dodging action.
So I know you've traveled a lot in like Europe and Japan and that. I was curious, where would you like to travel back to? And then what's a location you haven't been to yet that you would like to travel to?
Ooh, those are great questions. So I right now am itching to go back to Japan. I really, really, really loved it there. There's something about being in a culture that knows how to walk on the sidewalk without bumping into each other that really means a lot to me. It's just so efficient, y'all. Like, I can't even. And I can get ramen on every street corner. And you can get the best food at convenience stores. And this is a lot about food. But the point is, I really, really, really enjoyed Japan, walking around. It's such an accessible country. You can start in one place and then you just hop on a train, make sure you're going in the right direction, and then you end up at the next place. And it's just so easy to see, and it's just wonderful. So I'm really itching to get back there as soon as it is safe, and they are open to us, because I don't know what all of the travel policies are right now. But as soon as it's safe, I really want to head back there. And if you ever go, I have recommendations. And yeah, I will gladly share them. Yeah. Yes, Koki, all the vending machines. Oh my God. There are vending machines on every corner, and they're well stocked and they're clean and well kept. And you can get everything. There's little holes in the wall where like it looks like a tiny little store, but when you go in, the walls are just lined with vending machines. There's no humans. You can just put coins in and you get stuff and then you leave. It's fantastic. So yes, Japan is somewhere I really want to go back to. Somewhere I have not been yet that I really want to go to is France. I have not been to France yet. And from studying French in high school to just appreciating art and the history of France, it's somewhere I really want to go. Like, I really, really, really want to go. I don't know. It's just, I want to see the Eiffel Tower from afar, because when you're up close, you can't see the whole thing, you know, like, what's that deal? And then I want to see all the art, and I want to eat all the bread and drink all the wine. Those are two separate goals on that shelf. And then see all the art is like another goal. And then try using some of my French. It's going to be awful. It's not going to be good, but I'll try. So yes. Yeah. Where would you go, Cal? I'm curious.
I've said it. I'm going to 2022. That is the year I'm finally going to go to Japan. Every time I've tried to go, something set me back, and so I've decided 2022, sometime during that year, I am going to go. I'm going to make it happen. I spoke it into the universe. It will happen.
You can do it. I believe in you. That means 2021, every time I see a fair trip sale for Japan, I'm sending you a link.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're going to make that happen, because you got to buy that ticket. You got to lock it in.
Yeah.
And then you got to tell all your friends you're going, and somebody will hopefully come with you. But if not, you'll be fine too.
Yeah, I have family there, so I'll just go say
even better. Better. Sorry, now I'm just excited. Like, we're going to talk about this later. This is going to be great. Amazing. Thank you, Cal, for that question.
Thank you.
That was so good. Brother, I would pick you, but then a comrade raised their hand, and I have to get to comrade questions. Oh, no. So, Amethyst Dessler, what is your question, darling?
So my question is, do you have any stories of some funny stories of something like that really happened at the very last minute, and you're just like, oh no, how am I going to fix this?
Yes. Let me think. Oh my goodness. It's crazy because so much happens before a show that no matter what you think you're prepared for, you're never fully prepared. So there have been times where we've gotten to a show and then we're like, where's the prop? What do you mean? Where's the prop? The sword, the broom, the hair, what have you? Where is it? Why don't I find it? So then we're in a mad scramble to try and find things. I'm trying to think of a time when oh my goodness, what is something where we freaked out? A time when we weren't prepared. Okay, yes. So it's a little different than a last minute thing, but I guess it's as last minute as it gets because they were on stage already. The Todoroki ice wall. Ooh, that's a good one too. Oh wait, now I want to change it because I have so many different ones. I just thought of a good one that I haven't told anywhere else yet. So you guys get this story first. Yay. So
Yay.
When we were doing Plus Ultra at Anime Los Angeles, everyone had taken their jackets off for Starter Riot, and they were all just kind of thrown to the side, I think. And I was backstage and I'm watching things, and there's, you see the show enough and you know everyone's parts and you know where they're supposed to be. And so I'm thinking oh, okay, everything's going well. This is great. And then I look down and there's a jacket at my feet. And my Aizawa sensei brain goes, whose jacket is this? And I see that the arms are cut off. And I'm like, oh, this is Eddie. I call him OG Bro TP because he was my first Bro TP. So I was like, oh no, it's OG Bro TP's. He's on the other side. Literally, he's on the other side. And I'm going through in my head as fast as I can. I'm like, does he ever run over here? He never runs over here. He's not over here. Oh my gosh, what is he going to do? He needs his jacket for the next number. So out of nowhere, I pick this thing up, sprint through backstage. And mind you, everyone's doing their rehearsed running changes. So I'm kind of taking the long way so I don't cut into anyone's rehearsed run because The dancers know their runs. They know how long they have to get somewhere. I was not going to interfere with that. But I'm holding Eddie's jacket and it's on the wrong side. So I ran through the masquerade contestants, who were all amazing and lovely. And they were like, move, move. And I like run through and found his clothes on the floor because I knew where he was changing. Like, we have everyone set up their stations, and I just put it there, and I like start to move away. And then I'm like, oh no, but my student won't know how to put it on. They won't recognize it. So I don't know how to explain this, but when you look down at the ground and you see your jacket and you think, oh, I could put that on in a hurry, that's how I put the jacket down. So I did that. And yes, I also found time somewhere in there to turn Urban's pants inside out because she rushed to get into her costume or out of her pants so quickly so she could be One Punch Man. And like she just ran, and I saw her pants and they were just on the ground and they were inside out, and I was like, oh, she's not gonna have enough time to put those back on properly, and we can't have any inside out pants on my students on stage. So of course I'm backstage just punching my arms through pants to get them to go the right way, and then I'm like folding them so that she can just kind of slide her little feet in and pull them up, you know. But mind you, I'm backstage with everyone who's been in masquerade, so I'm this crazy person just doing all these random things and sprinting randomly. I'm not in blue and white, and it just, there's this rush. And of course, thankfully I see the show enough that I'm like, I can fix that because I know what it's supposed to be. But I will tell you this, there's an adrenaline rush that comes from seeing something that rivals no other. The one thing I could not fix, unfortunately, was when Brother's wig decided to evacuate his head on stage. There is commentary though of me. Oh, brother, no, it's okay. So it comes off of his head and I am seeing it from backstage, and you can't hear it in the camera, but he could hear me, and I just hear, oh no, oh, how bad is it? Because like everyone was blocking him, so I couldn't see what was going on. And I'm just going, brother, how bad is it? And he lifts the wig off his head to reposition it. And I went, oh, it's bad. Okay, no, spin it the other way. No, like a little bit back. No, okay, that looks good. And then he pops up. It was on straight. He did it. I was such a proud sister. I was so proud. It was so good. But yes, that is how we handle all of our mishaps and our last minute mistakes, because they happen.
You can plan all you want, but there will always be unexpected things that happen. But you are a backstage MVP, honestly.
I try, y'all. If I can fix it, I will. If there's sprinting involved, it's fine. I will breathe later. Thank you for that question, Amethyst. That was great.
Thank you very much for answering. Lots of love to the core.
Lots of love to you. Also, I really like your name. It's the same as my favorite stone.
Oh, thank you very much.
Amazing. Okay, brother, I guess we'll go here. Oh no, your mic's not working. Oh no. Tragique. So sad. Oh.
Now, great questions, because you are the way that you are. So pegging on to what Cal was asking you, if you could just get like a boat or like a plane or a Vespa, if you will, and just take the people that you love anywhere, just anywhere in the world, because you already said where you'd like to go, but that could be different from where you love. Where would you take them? Like, where would you take them? What would you want to show them? What's number one?
I have different places. I would take different people. I would first take Kayla back to Italy with me, because I need someone to geek out and cry over art the same way that I would, and just understand why standing in a room with Leonardo da Vinci's works made me cry from the deepest pit of my soul. I just need her there with me to share in that energy and to freak out at how old rocks are that we're standing on. I would take her there in a heartbeat. And then I would actually love, like, it would be a dream of mine if I could take Core to New Zealand, because New Zealand was such a beautiful place when I went to go visit. And one of my friends who was there when we went said, the way she described it was my favorite thing. She said, the sky just feels bigger out here. And that's true. There's so little clutter and hustle in New Zealand that it's super easy to just unplug from the world and almost feel like you're in another realm. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just so beautiful, and I loved it. And I would love to take y'all there because A, it's beautiful, and B, I think we would all finally be able to relax. Like, it's so calm and so nice. There's a lot of sheep, but that's fine. And we would all just be able to relax. So that is what I would do. So that's one. Hit me with the second one. I can do it. Maybe.
Second one is that you've been, as been mentioned, Kayla mentioned, you've been behind the camera a lot, but you've also been on stage a lot. So what is your favorite memory watching Core, and what's your favorite memory being on stage with Core? Those are different things.
Ooh. I think my favorite memory watching Core was watching the debut performance of ATM, because seeing y'all on a proper stage with lighting and wings and props like you should be, like y'all deserve, that alone was just so touching to me. And then hearing the audience love you so much, you can ask Josh, I was perpetually just clutching my chest and in my feelings, and Josh had to be like, we have to do this next. And I was like, you're right. So that was my favorite moment to watch y'all on stage. My favorite moment on stage, I think about this a lot, and it's a toss-up between burlesque and Return to the Unknown, because Return to the Unknown was just so much fun, and there was all this emotion and chaos just trying to wrap up this beautiful story. And then burlesque was just, I love musicals, and dancing burlesque felt like a musical. And then on top of that, you know, we were being led by the ferocity of Kayla and Sonali, and it was just so much, and I loved it. And there was just something about that set that will always have a special place in my heart, but I hate black fringe because of it. So that's the thing.
Yes.
So that's the one ding that set gets, is just, I can't with black fringe. Like, don't even. Yeah. And question number 3, real quick, because I want to get to these other 2 comrade questions.
Oh yeah, that was both of them in one thing. It was yes, so you're solid.
Oh, okay. You scared me. I was so scared. Oh, look, he did the hearts. Yeah, Kayla doesn't like these guys. Do them all the time.
That's, yeah.
I'm going to get that later. My bad. All right. Let's see. Next, we have Morgan Maestrovic. I apologize for saying that wrong.
You're good. You said it right the first time.
Oh, thank you. I love your jacket, Morgan.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I kind of have 2 questions.
Sure.
But my first one is, what's your favorite musical or just like theatrical show that you've ever like even seen or just heard?
Okay. I can answer this. Oh no, there's so many. I want to go with, oh no, but that one's good too. Oh no.
You can pick your top 5. Top 5 or top 3, I don't know.
Okay, we'll do top 3 because otherwise I'll be here all day debating. So I really, really loved Jersey Boys. That was just a fantastic musical, excellent performers, beautiful staging. And then I also really, really love Phantom of the Opera. It's Phantom. Yes, Amethyst is giving me like the rock on. Yes, it's Phantom. I love Phantom. My husband hates Phantom. It's fine. We'll survive. We're going to make it. I have to pick a third. Oh, this is hard. I would have to go with, oh my gosh. Okay. So it's a toss up, honestly, this third spot between Rent, because that is just, it's classic. I've seen Rent live twice and it moves your soul. Or there was, I'm blanking out on the name right now, which is horrible, but it was the musical version of The Story of the Temptations. And I grew up on like R&B and Motown. So there's just this beautiful musical about the Temptations that is beautifully staged. The stage for that show cost $2 million alone to make, because it's fantastic. There's like a rotating platform in the middle of the stage, and then there's 2 conveyor belts that move in both directions. So that's how they move all the staging on and off set, and it's how they change the staging. it's beautiful. But on top of that, the performances are so good. So it's just a fantastic show. And so that's why that's kind of up there for me with Rent, because classic, but also classic music. So yes, that was really good. And you said you had a second question.
Yes. If you had to pick like your top 5 favorite animes, what would they be?
Oh my. Oh dear. Okay. So I really, really love Fruits Basket. I've watched the old one. I'm watching the new one as it comes out. Furuba is life. It's just so good. It's my guilty pleasure that I can watch over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Another one that I really love is Skip Beat. It's not as popular, but I really like Skip Beat. It's a revenge story that's not dark. I don't know how else to explain it without spoiling it. So if you like kind of fun, yes, Koki, Ain't Too Proud. Thank you. That is the name of the Motown musical. I love you so much. But yes, so what did I say? I said Furuba and Skip Beat. I really love Chihaya Furu. It's just so, guys, I talked about it on another panel. It's such a beautiful anime. I fully recommend. And if you like poetry and art styles, go watch it. Okay, that's 3. I'm gonna go with Violet Evergarden for number 4. Yes, people like Violet Evergarden. I love Violet Evergarden. She's actually a cosplay I have been planning. I just haven't gotten around to do her yet. The list is long, and I might have just bought a Yuko ball gown, so that's a thing. Oops. But yes, so Violet Evergarden, and then, oh my gosh, why is the 5th one always the hardest one? Okay, I'm gonna go with something classic. One of my first favorite animes was Tenchi Muyo. I don't know if anyone here will know what that is. Brothers got me. That's good. One person had me. We're good. I loved Tenchi Muyo. I used to have a plushie of Ryooki, the little cabot, like spaceship. Oh, Kayla knew it too. Yay! Awesome. But yes, I loved Tenchi Muyo. I had the OST soundtrack guy, and then I had all of the movies somewhere in my place right now. So yes, so those would be my 5.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Thank you for that question. I really appreciate it. Okay, we have time for one more person. Yay! So I think we pronounce this Mika? Mike?
Close enough, close enough.
How do I say that? Please tell me.
It's an A sound, it's Micah.
Micah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Thank you, Micah.
So hi from Europe. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yes.
Cool. So Core is really known for doing like so many different styles of dance. So I was wondering, do you have a favorite style to perform or to look at?
Ooh, that is so interesting. So to look at a style and to perform it are 2 totally different things. So it's actually really cool that you phrased your question that way. Thank you for doing that. When I do dance, I gravitate towards usually housing. I love the foot movements and then the whole body movement of housing. I'm not trained enough in it to claim I am good at it. Please do not think I am saying that. But I just very much enjoy housing. And I wish, I should just make opportunities for myself to do it more often. That should be a thing that I do. Yes, Koki House. My favorite house band is Tortured Soul. They are a live house band out of New York. Highly recommend all of their music. It's great to study to. So yes, housing would be my favorite to perform. I also really enjoyed tutting when that was a thing. I come with angles, and those work in tutting. So I really like that. I just don't have much of an opportunity to do that, and I'm not trained in it as well. To watch, though, I love watching ballroom dance, specifically the Argentine tango and any kind of tango or salsa. There's just something about Latin ballroom that is so fascinating and fluid, and it's full of emotion, and just it's so different from other dance styles. So I love watching ballroom, and I love watching tango and salsa and like the Latin inspired dances. It's a lot of fun. And then in competitions, they always have the best costumes. Like the waltz costumes are pretty good because you get the cute little ball gowns and everything, the flow and stuff. But then the salsa and the tango costumes, ooh. I need like tango versions of all of my cosplays immediately now that I'm thinking about it.
Costumes really are just one of the best things about dancing.
They really are when they're not getting in your way, as many of us know. But yes, do you dance, Michael?
Yes, yeah.
You do? What do you dance?
Classical ballet for 14 years.
Amazing. If you have videos, I'd love for you to tag us in them so we can see. Yay, awesome. Well, thank you, Micah, for your question. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you could join me tonight because, yes, the time difference over there is steep. Thank you, love.
We stayed up until 2 a.m. to watch YeetCon and it was completely worth it.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, that is all the time I have. Thank you guys for joining me. And technically, I know like day one is over, but since we haven't slept yet, is it? Or is this the real finale? Well, anyways, we're on to day 2 at this point because now, like, the date-wise, it's day 2. And we have so much amazing stuff for y'all. It's just going to be a good day. We've got Corpsman reactions. I think we have our Stained panel is today. We have Danny coming in for comedy half hour. We have, oh my gosh, what else do we have? We have the workshop today, right? That's today? Yeah, we have the workshop. You guys, you're going to learn an awesome piece today. That's going to be amazing. Don't worry, it'll all be on YouTube. We also have a musical performance from June. Wow, that nearly got really confusing. From June is Tiffany plus John Hall getting together and doing a duet. It's going to be great. And in case y'all didn't know, some of the stuff from day 1 is already up on the YouTubes. It's great. So make sure you check that out. If you haven't seen opening ceremonies yet, please go see that beauty. I cosplay as my dear Koki, and it's probably my favorite cosplay to have worn to date. Also, I am happy to say that tomorrow I will be handing off this late night session to my dear little and co-director, Sonali. So there will be another late night session for y'all who are on other parts of the coast or who are just night owls like us and want to ask questions and talk at 2 a.m. in the morning because why wouldn't you? So yeah, so Sonali will have the next shift of these. Please throw all the good questions at her. And then on the following night after that, our late night session will be taken over by our CEO, Kayla. Woo! So yes, plenty of things for everyone at all times. Things will be on YouTube, Instagram, Zoom. Just make sure that you, okay, I don't know what's happening over at Noble House. So make sure you check out our Instagram and our Facebook event to get all the details. Make sure you're following us on all of the social platforms and make sure you check out the website because all the details are on the website, including like Zoom codes so you can get that stuff pre-programmed in. Actually, I don't know if you can do that, so pretend I didn't say that. And make sure you check out all of our, and now Rio's whacking. Okay, that's good. Doing your good impersonation of Sonali from opening ceremonies. Well done. But yes, yes. So make sure you check out all of those things. It's going to be a great time. Core Summerfest is off to a great start. And we're just really excited to be able to do this for y'all, to be here for y'all, and to be with you all. So, okay, this is what happens when I keep them up this late. This is why we end rehearsal at 12:30, y'all, because I love you. You're so pretty, Rio. You're so pretty. Yes, girl, get it with the whack. All right, should we call it out? It's kind of late, but I think we should do a late night call out. Okay, do y'all remember how to do this from my new friends potentially? Do we know how to do this? All right, I'm seeing nods all around. I have faith in all of you. Also, thank y'all for joining me. This is so fun. Okay, are we good to unmute? Are we okay? Okay. So you said you knew the drill, so I'm holding you to it. All right, here we go. Sormato on 3. 1, 2, 3. Sormato.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. Have a good day. I believe in you.
Bye.
Do this.